Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 9th and final episode of High Score Girl 2. And yeah, we are building up where I think we've already got it rolling. The epic finale, the epic showdown between Akira and Haruo. And yeah, Law's riding on this, so it's going to be quite a heated battle, I would say. I don't know, I'm a little bit too nervous to go into it. I'm not sure what's going to happen, you know. That's just, nobody knows except maybe the writers, I guess, but I don't know. That's what matters. So yeah, I probably shouldn't stall too much. Let's get into it and see how it goes and hope for the best. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, yeah, he is ready. Sure she does. Beastly fingers, Haruo. Just maybe we could phrase that better. Oof. But you gotta do what you gotta do when what's important's on the line. Wow, that shot. Oh, that's such a cool visual. That was a brick wall. Man, just wow, they're going all out on the visuals this scene. This episode. It's crazy. This is advanced. Oh. Oh man. The determination on both their faces. I just love how much they're just putting into this. Like they're just looking at a screen technically, but just little sucker. No monologuing from Akira though, because of course not. It is about even. But we do have to have a winner. Oh, there we go. She did her thing. The flicky thing. Nobody's ever ready for the flicky thing. Man, my heart is beating. Oh, jeez. And, I think it... Oh, yeah, it missed. You would just... You would just slam down. You have a winner. Much more quickly than I thought, actually. Just weren't quite good enough, Haruo. I don't know if he's feeling up to it. Yeah, I'm sure this is a normal thing now. He's a dumb gamer. Just what he does. Okay. But I've also seen you. What have you been up to? Back to his job. That was the final hit. High level stuff for sure. You fell for it. Definitely in a low place now. It never was. The ring. Onei-chan. You mean a little bit? Yeah, it is odd seeing him doing something other than games. Yeah, that's not believable. Even keeps track. Wow. Yeah, you better be. No. That is pretty terrible. But yeah, there is some sense of responsibility there. Uh, she doesn't communicate very much. But have a dramatic scene of him telling her not to leave at the airport. Oh, is that the ring? It's gotta be the ring. Although it might be the ring and something else. Yeah, and there's the tears. And there's the ring. Yeah, giving him the ring is basically saying that it's over. Just... And almost this whole episode I've been on the verge of tears. It almost got me once I realized the ring was in there. The 24th, that's the day. You really should hurry up. Come on, Haruo. Gotta help her make an escape and elope and all that. Out of order. Yeah, I was gonna say I heard footsteps. Koharu. It's Koharu. Oh no, she cut it. Or she did. God damn it. I was feeling bad enough as it was. She is pretty amazing. Didn't know about that. Of course. She did? Uh, another trail of tears. She knows all too well. Yeah. the ring. Oh, jeez. Ouch. I did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't get that impression. But I'm sure she's right, though. Okay. Yeah, you need to get moving now. If she's right, you definitely need to get moving. Look how beautiful long hair that was. Why did she have to do that? One of the most tragic things of the episode. Not even joking. The moped will really come in handy right about now. I can't take any more crying this episode. Wow, he is going fast though. Yeah, she's way ahead of you. She knew you were coming back. I bet she was waiting there the whole time. Yeah, you better get going, Haruo. You have one job right now. Better not be too late. Okay. That could be. Knowing's the first step. Yeah, you can't give up on the one thing that you should never give up on. Hopefully she didn't. Wait, what? Is he flying? Or maybe just the angle of the shot, I don't know. Look at that for a second. Okay, apparently the power of video games are aiding him. It's okay. Yeah, be like Sonic and go. And we'll make this thing fly if we have to. That's the attitude, just gotta hurry up. And those people have no idea what's going on. But at this rate, we're gonna have to make this thing fly. Is he actually flying? Because she sees something. Oh, ow. But, I mean, it seems like it's too late, though. If that one shot was to be believed. He kind of crashed on the way here. But yeah, more importantly. I was afraid of... Oh, really? Okay, wow, that's extremely convenient. Okay, so then it's not too late. There she is in the middle of the crowd. Oh. There we go. I think it's both our turns. And here we go, the confession. The ring. And all the video game characters just so happy. Especially Chun-Li. She looks very happy. But yeah, of course, she just leaves again in the end. But the important thing is they got to meet up first. Just seeing Akira running back is what really got me. Which is a very good episode. They really pulled out all the stops for this one. I'm still upset that she cut her hair, though. That still bothers me, but aside from that, it was great. High score girl 2. Okay. Okay. That was the 9th and final episode of High Score Girl. And yeah, this episode, honestly, I did expect the initial battle to take longer, but you know, it makes sense why it didn't, because that wasn't really the focus of the episode. The focus was more on, you know, him coming to terms with everything and eventually realizing and accepting various things and going in the end to meet up with her and tell her how he felt. That's pretty much what the episode was essentially building to. So, yeah, Akira did win the game in the end. And understandably, he was pretty, you know, down after that. You know, especially finding out about the whole leaving Japan forever thing. Which is pretty devastating, of course, because finding out about that not too long after he realizes his own feelings for her, it's nothing short of tragic, really. And he just seeing and not even wanting to play video games, just sitting there reading manga, it's not like Haruo at all. Like the phrase Haruo Rashku Nai, is not like him. That was thrown around a lot in the episode. And yeah, a lot of people just talking to him, trying to get him to just do what he needs to do. We had the sister come over, which is a fun little scene, and the mother talking to him, and even Koharu in the end coming up to him. Just everyone just letting him know what's up. Trying to get him to act on what he should do, letting him know the situation. Because the pretty big moment in the episode was when he was given the ring, and me and Haruo, I think, both kind of had a misunderstanding there, because, I relate to, Donkan, Hitare, whatever protagonist quite a lot, so of course we're on the same wavelength. I just thought that was her way of saying, okay, it's over, I give up. But apparently that was wrong, We don't understand a maiden's heart, and it was actually meant to be a sign to come after her. Which, once she actually said that, it made sense to me, right? But just not before. Certainly not before. Yeah, just the entire, final 5 or so minutes, which is great. He had that nice talk with Koharu, which helped him figure out a lot of things. He found out about their little final battle and stuff like that, and everything that went into that, how much about her feelings were made understood because of that whole thing. And he just dashes as fast as possible back home, and the mother's already there already, just tosses him the helmet. That was a great touch. I like that. I like that a lot. She's his mother. She knows that he's eventually going to figure it out and go. It would have been more helpful if he went sooner, but luckily, thanks to some convenience, he was able to get there in time in the end. But yeah, she just tossed him the helmet and said go. I really like that bit a lot. I think that added a lot to it. And then when he's rushing there, he just has all the video game characters that have always been in the background, always just trying to help and be supportive, not only for Haruo, but for, other characters as well. Them, in the end, helping him get as much of a speed boost as possible, just interrupting stuff. I'm not exactly sure about how the mechanics of that actually work, if these, what I thought up until now, imagination things actually could affect real life, but I'm not gonna question that too much, because it was cool. And he just went up there. At some point I thought it was actually starting to fly, because of the angle of the camera and stuff like that, but I don't think that actually happened. But there was a little bit where I did think he would just start flying through the clouds and she was gonna see him, but it didn't quite go like that. There was a bit of a separation in the clouds, like a burst of air had shot through it or something like that, but no flying Haruo going up to the window being like, hey, Akira, please stop the plane, I want to talk to you. We didn't quite get that, although that would have been quite something. But yeah, at that point I was pretty worried, because she was already in the plane. I thought for sure it was too late, but no. Yeah, like they mentioned, that it was postponed, they had to come back, and that gave him the chance to actually talk to her. And then we had the dramatic sequence of running towards each other, holding each other, the ring, even talks of marriage. It was all great. Just a lot of emotions flowing. That's definitely where I got peak emotional impact, for sure. For sure. I mean, there's not really too much to say about it. Just it was a great moment, a great scene, for sure. Just a lot of things were handled very well in this episode. Even a lot of the whole flashback, montage of flashback images, being posted in the background and stuff. I thought the usage of that was pretty good. Just seeing Akira crying always gets to me, because just how composed he usually is, and yeah, even just seeing the background, the video game characters in the background being all cheerful was also really great. So I just especially love Chun-Li. Just her animations are always just so cute. It was just so fitting for this. Yeah. And even if she leaves, that's just not the end, of course. I don't know if that's supposed to imply there'll be another season. Maybe. I'm not gonna assume that, though. But yeah, obviously they're not gonna be separated forever here. It might not be easy, but we will somehow reunite and make a life with each other, I think, is what they're trying to say there, for sure. And I'm really glad he was able to see her in the end, because it would have been too tragic if he wasn't. I mean, it's still fairly tragic because you're still leaving, but it's good. It's good. So yeah, I don't think I have much more to say on the episode. Just, it was really good. It was really well done. It was obviously depressing, but that was kind of the point. So thoughts on the series as a season as a whole. Honestly, I thought this season was quite a bit better than the first season, which is not a typical thing for anime, really, but just, man, this season, the first season was a lot of build-up, Obviously, there's a lot of nostalgic scenes from that and stuff like that, but I think a lot of that really just kind of built up, just kind of like blossoming into this season. You know, a lot of relationships and stuff that was built up over time. We got to see kind of that payoff, I guess you'd call it, you know, in this season, you know, where Haruo actually realizes that the girl that he used to, because I still remember that, you know, when he called her annoying or a pain or whatever he called her and how upset she was about that. I still remember that from the first season. And just to see how far we've come from that to I love you, marry me, don't leave me, you know, that kind of thing. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. And also just, you know, the Akira Koharu stuff, you know, they've always had a little bit of a thing, you know, because there's been a bit of a love triangle kind of thing. And, you know, that was resolved in this season as well. And although it's tragic she cut her hair, at least they waited till the last episode to do that. At the very least. But that's just, it's a typical anime thing. A girl gets rejected, she cuts her hair, you know, and every time she acts like it's some new concept that she invented that is not a super cliche thing. So I've never liked that in anime, the haircutting thing after a breakup or rejection or whatever. I've always disliked that. And that did put a little bit of a damper on the episode for me, but not a big one. But it was such beautiful, lovely hair. I wish she wouldn't have. But anyway, yeah, there was a lot of good stuff this season, for sure. For sure. I don't know if there's much more like specifics I want to talk about with it. Oh yeah, I guess I could mention that one episode. I think it was episode 3, when we had the time between Koharu and Akira when she was still, you know, trying that, and she just like was interacting with him a lot, and she was just very sensual, kind of seductive, you know. I commented a lot about it during that one episode, to the point where it got to me, just some of the voice and even whispering she was doing, like almost ASMR-ish. Just, yeah, that was another highlight of this season for me. Just really should go back and watch that one of these days. Still can't believe that didn't work on Haruo. Would have worked on me. Probably would have worked on most people in this show. Just all of her advances, you know. But in the end, you know, she's not the one that Haruo loves, and that just has to be something you have to kind of accept with the show. And that's easy to do because Akira herself is also pretty great. Just overall, I think High Score Girl is a very good show that's pretty underrated because, you know, a lot of people aren't even going to give it a chance because they take one look at it and it's like, oh, this is 3D. Well, I'm a stereotypical anime fan, so I hate it because of that. I'm not going to watch it, you know, that sort of thing. And I don't personally have the hiccup, so I was more than happy to watch it, and I'm really glad I did because this show is something pretty special. And I feel like I would have missed out if I had not watched it, so really glad I did. You know, I really got attached to these characters through the course of the show. Got pretty invested in just their relationships, their character growth, and everything like that. And pretty happy with it. I don't know if there'll be any more. They kind of imply there may be, like you could take it that way, but even if it's not anymore, if this is just the end of it, I could be pretty happy with that. This been a pretty good episode, pretty good season, pretty good cutoff point. But if there is any more, then that'd be good too. So yeah, that's all I really got to say. Just good show. Hope more people watch it. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.